it. See, it's a kind of a Florida look, but all you guys are from Florida. Next year we'll probably have a couple guys in Tennessee or something, but we may change it up. We wanted to. Todd and I were, I've been to some awards banquets for my son, who's a really good lacrosse player, and so, and Todd's son is too. And when they're giving these awards out, the coaches would go on and on and on and on and on about one guy and say great stuff, and the next guy may say 2 words, and he goes, oh, so-so. And, Todd and I were trying to think of adjectives and nice things to say about each of you, and what we thought we'd do. Because when we start talking about each of you, we're like, you guys are smart, you're take care of yourself, you care about the business. Help me out here, Marty.
Just energy, professional, always being a student of the profession. It's all the same thing. Everybody had a lot of commonalities.
So what we wanted to do is just kind of share, when Todd or I first met you, and just talk about, how we met a little bit, and then just,
Russell kind of put some thoughts in our mind as well. We're all kind of brainstorming. What was that?
But Rob, we got to keep this G-rated, so anyways. So the first, by the way, Robbie has a top 12er that works with her name's Linda Matson. She'll be there tonight. Man, I think she might be a superstar, man. So I'm happy for it. It's another good production person for you. Next on the list is Chris Kidder. Chris, would you come up, please?
Chris Kidder. He's the other half of Pat Storch. The perfect family. And one heck of a soccer player, from what I understand. And, he's one of those go-to guys. I know Pat relies on him a lot in his office. He kind of handles he's the bean counter in the office. Am I reading that right? Yep. At least don't throw me under the bus. You've been telling me that.
Well, what was nice is I think we connected through Freedom, right?
Yeah.
And then
through Freedom.
One rainy day, I got the lead. One rainy day, I bolted over there to Tampa, and I sat down. The first thing I walked into Pat's office, and I thought it was kind of cool. Pat had a suit jacket hanging on his door. Everything, I thought he's my kind of guy, Chris came.
We just say you look alike.
And Chris came walking in, and he's behind me, and there's a third guy that we thought all 3 of them were going to come, but Chris and Pat came over, and it's interesting because the third guy's still kind of stuck in status quo, still kind of slugging along, and we definitely got the
but also what we noticed, we went and had dinner at Burns. Was this a really cool dinner? Have you guys been to Burns today?
Yes, it's great.
There's an upstairs dessert room, and it was just it was a cool dinner. So it was nice to get to know you guys. And next is Sam, Don, Jillian. Come on, Sam. Well, you guys probably don't want to hear all the war stories that these guys have probably talked about, but actually, Sam, I want to congratulations.
Thank you.
Sam, through Hilton Vacation Club, he's like an ultimate sales guy. He's got lines. I'm telling you, he's good. And but I asked, Todd went to his dry cleaner, and he pulls up, and there's his card and a FBC guy's card sitting there. He went, huh. And then like the next day or that day, you got a call, and the guy wants to rebuy. So Todd
Purchase, actually.
Purchase.
Yeah.
So he had some things to refer the guy to Sam. Well, he's Indian, and if you guys do a lot of business with Indian people, they try to they get you, then they try to get you. Well, they try to get you down and get a better deal. And so Sam, tell through your.
He's got a great one-liner.
What is it?
Within 30 seconds, they're in or out. Yeah, because I am not going to play around with them. Right. Not at all. They always ask for the deal. And I tell you, if you give them a deal, they're going to ask again and again. And they'll never believe you. Never. So from the very beginning, I just say, I can respect that you ask, but I'm letting you know right now, I'm going to treat you exactly the same as I treat every other person. If that's not good enough, then you can go ahead and depart right now. And I step back, and they respect it.
And
Why
don't you
isn't
say,
it good with everybody?
Yeah, I do. I do.
What's a great line, but then you say, and you should respect that.
And you should respect that.
And that is so simple.
and what would,
I treat everybody the
for
same
me,
way,
I'd be worried
and you
about
should
it.
respect that.
And I'd be worried about offending the guy, right? But he's like, that's how they want to be talked to. You know, they want to know that they're getting as good a deal.
They're being
better.
respected.
That's exactly right, to be respected, so, it was congratulations. And then, from here on is the 100 Loan Club. And so, Mary Rose, go on.
Mary has been with us since 1995, and she looks exactly the
I
same.
know.
It's just amazing how she does it, but whatever skincare product she's using, I'd probably invest in that
That's the
company.
7 cows and the horses and the.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, well, she
It's
didn't
all
have,
that fresh
she
air
just
out
had one
there.
horse, I think, back then, I don't know, but,
Yeah.
she is the ultimate pro. to say
Well,
the
and
least.
what's cool is she came from a processing background, you're a processor, right? And so, you know, it's amazing if you have a processor with some good people skills. To me, that makes one of the best loan officers on the planet, you know, so, congratulations. Next, by the way, I would have been next as far as production, so I'm not giving myself an award. But I do want to tell you that Christine and Laura and I have this little inner battle going on, because we're within 3 loans
So right now.
right now.
We are so.
She's beating me by 1, and she's beating her by 1. So I'm 2 away from her, so I'm hoping I win the title I'm trying to squeeze in some last minute loans. So, Chris Wilson, just a little bit about Chris. You know, we were just talking that she was in the restaurant industry with Boundary. And we sagged, I put her on my team to be my loan partner. And man, she was always trying to improve our team. Always. She's like, Brett, this is not good enough. Brett, we need to do a review. Brett, we need to, I'm like, you need to be a salesman. And so, we wouldn't fight like that, but.
No, he was like, you need to be a salesperson. You need to be a
I
salesperson.
don't want her to leave my team, because I could leave.
Mary's the one who told me,
I
you need to
could-
go.
Listen, I could leave town, and I knew my business could be handled, and now she's one of the
He
top.
left town
One
alive.
of the top producers. Congrats, girl. Yeah. Well, by the way, in the core, they were coaching you to stop working 40 hours and try to get under 30. So, you know, I was taking like Thursday and Friday off.
You did
Oh,
awesome.
did
at
40
it.
loans a month?
I did it
As soon
good.
as she left, he's back in 5 days.
Plus, yeah. Laura Myers, come on up.
Brett, how many times did we interview Laura Myers over the
Oh,
years?
yeah.
How many interviews? 7, 8, something like that?
Are you gonna tell me what I looked like when I finally came aboard?
You're beautiful.
Well, you
I
know
look
what?
like Mandy.
Oh, that's right.
That's right.
So, Laura kind of came on with us, and it's not that she wanted to. The gal that she was working with panicked because the business was falling apart. And so she said, we're going to join the mortgage company. Did she send me an email or?
Yeah.
You know, so it's not like she had a chance to, I mean, she kind of knew us, but she really didn't get a chance to sit down, look at our system. She was kind of thrown into our system. But, I mean,
No, I got a call
And
from
it
Cheryl
was
and said, you need to come and pack up your desk because we're moving. I'm like, where are we moving? Oh, to the mortgage firm.
That company joined us, and Laura comes wobbling in. She's out to here, right? And then a month later, she's out to here. We jumped in and handled her business, and that was our first time that we got to work with you. It was while you're going through your pregnancy here. So.
And then when I ended up having my son early and I came to Todd, I'm
You're-
like, Todd, what am I going to do? And he put me in touch with Chris, and I barely knew Chris,
Well,
but
I had just gone out,
Yeah.
I'm kind of on my own,
Yeah.
so I was struggling, so it was good.
Yeah.
It was good because I could get
talk
really
about
busy
trust
again.
and delegation, Patrick, I'll tell you.
You had me in there trying to set up your printer, and I'm sweating bullets. I can't.
Richard!
I'm not a techie guy.
That
I'm
was
like,
before Richard.
Oh.
please work. And you go, heck with it. You know,
Richard, that was like 6 months ago, right?
so congratulations.
Thank you.
Congrats.
it was earlier today.
Actually, let's, Tina, why don't you come on? Come on. Tina is she's an incredible manager,
Yeah.
and we're so thankful to have her because
Thank you.
That's so good.
she helps push loan programs through. I mean, I'm saying that in a good way. We need experience, and all of her loan officers, they go to her for help. And she's incredible at figuring out transactions, at helping things work, contacting our guys in our office she knows the people to call. She's a recruiting machine. If you guys want to talk about recruiting, give Tina a call, because it's like a constant, you got to fill that funnel. So I have no doubt that you're going to increase your business by well over what you think it's going to be. So
And she's going up to the right people, and it's easy to get people in the seats. It really is. But getting the right people, that's where the challenge is. And she's great at cutting right through the crud, if you will, with these people and finding out who's got game and who doesn't.
very, very well known. I've been involved with NBA down in South Florida, so congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Next is Robbie Sampson. Robbie, should we tell how we met?
The first night we didn't we get naked the first night we were hanging out?
Okay,
Pretty much.
Full disclosure. So we said, hey, yeah, why don't we, let's get together. Why don't we go play some golf? So he was partnered up with another guy. Anyways, they split. We went and played golf with him. And after golf, it was like 105 degrees.
Yeah.
Oh, August.
And
That
so
late in August.
We're at the Publix, the country club where the Publix guy built the club. And so we go play golf. We were just sweating profusely. We wanted to go have dinner afterwards. So we go into the men's locker room, and we just took over. And we all took showers. Now, the stalls are separate, but we saw each other's asses. We're like,
We're taking this recruiting to a whole new level.
but that's our. And you know what, Robbie? Listen,
Robbie doesn't like using a towel. He air dries.
let's stop there. It ain't not water, it's cold. You too.
Did you show your short pinky in there?
It seems like you impressed them that night.
Well, I do have to say one thing. When we got together, his income was X, and it just blew me away because he had never made over X, and you got him making several times that number. So really proud of him. Next is we got Skip and Evan. You guys want to come at the same time, or you want to Evan, Skip? Why don't you come up?
This guy, he is not only a mentor for me professionally, but personally too. And I don't think you know that. We had, we had this work relationship for a long time. And then one time I came to your office, I don't know if you remember this, you said, "No, you always coming in, you blow out of here real quick, and we never get a chance to really sit down and talk." I said, "You know what, you're right." So we went out for a late lunch one time. It was a 4:30 lunch, and obviously late lunch. And we're hanging out, and that day, moving forward, our relationship changed. It got so much better, so quick. I drove away from there going, that was so awesome to break bread with Skip. And I felt so good about and proud of knowing him, and I realized at that time that I could go beyond professional stuff and have personal conversations every once in a while. And that breaking bread for me was very impactful, and I just want to thank him for that.
Yeah, it's amazing. Everybody knows Skip if they're in South Florida. I don't care where they are. They've heard his name. He's been in the business for 30-some years, and you're a bank of knowledge. I really appreciate the information that you help. These presentations. I can't wait to start exploring that marketing file. Man, it's got 2,000 ideas in it. I'm like, Jack, so congratulations, Jack. Thanks, Skip. Actually, we'll break the pin and we'll pull Patrick up. Come on, Patrick.
So at this, this Burns Steakhouse, let's finish that story. So we're in this Burns Steakhouse, and if everybody's been in there, that you go upstairs, they've got this dessert room, and you go into this room about this size, and in the room is what's that?
It's very romantic.
Yeah, and so it's all of us. There's 4 of us that are in there, and we're all in this dessert room. They put you in this booth, So you're in a booth, and then they close these round doors around you, so you're like in this small little booth, and we didn't know what was gonna happen next.
It was very intimate.
We had little candles going, and it was just a cool time. That was a very, very long dinner. It was just very cool. The conversation kept going on, and since then, we don't talk as much as we used to, but when we talk, we laugh our asses off, and it's fun to have those conversations, because this business is tough, and it's really nice to be able to get through our day sometimes when we talk, and you just turn into a great dude, a great friend, and I really appreciate you a lot.
Good listener.
Let me get
Sorry,
this
you
right.
guys shouldn't get naked.
Hey, we didn't know what you guys, if you're gonna take advantage of us in that booth or not, but I'll let you know. We were prepared.
We're comfortable with it now, so if you want.
I just want you to know Brett was commander that day.
Brett, let me get this right. Your recruiting is either at a steam room or or a dessert room. Okay.
Evan, come on up, man. Yeah. Just to share with you guys, congrats, man. Thank you. Well, we're really proud of you, man. It's to be a young man like you, and you have a new baby, and you know, you have such a spectacular business. Evan and Skip are the top producing people for our company, and so we're just really proud, and it's cool to see your growth and the ideas you come up with. And what do you want to say about that?
Well, when I first walked in that office, you shared it with the guy that sold tickets. Remember that? And you just in this past couple of years, you have just turned into such a pro and a father, and just the way that you have changed. I've seen it in my eyes, and I think I'm exactly the same. But for you, I mean, just to see you go to that next level, it's been really, really cool to see that. And you've learned from your dad that all these cool things, and you're learning all these great things.
And you're teaching them stuff now.
Yeah.
The student has become the master.
It's just really neat to see that, man. You became a father this year, and he's just turned into a great family man, and I just
Thank you
a lot
for
from
being
him.
involved in helping. Yeah, thank you.
I want to thank both of you for all of this, and you know, even through the good and the bad and all that stuff, it feels like we have, you know, friends that are
Yeah.
helping us along the way. And the first time these guys walk into the office, I think it was the 2 or 3 of you, and Todd was just so cool. You know, he's just, you know, we call him Jupiter Bros and Jupiter, right? He was just a bro, and he's like, send a deal up, we're gonna go.
Yeah.
And I think it's continued, so I appreciate it. Both of you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
appreciate that, man. Appreciate
So
it.
what? Yeah. By the way, through November, Evan had 255 loans closed. Patrick had 145. Roddy 129. Laura 114. Chris 113. Me 112. Dang it. Mary had 96, but you're over that. Sam had 65. Chris had 64. So that's all the people that are here. Did I miss anybody? Yeah, so just, you know, again, to reiterate, you know, it's the personal relationships that we've gained by having you guys with us, and it's just so, the site that we've got this energy and this information sharing, and there's friendships, and we really appreciate you guys, so, Todd?
Well put, man.
All right.